Hey friends, it's Kara-Slade here. Are you ready to get going on our journey through the Catechism? I am, and I'm so excited to do this with you. So we're going to open up our prayer books to page 845. And here we're going to start off with the first two questions. The first section of the Catechism deals with human nature. Now, when you're creating an outline of the Christian faith, sometimes you can start with questions about humanity and then develop into questions about humans' relationship with God. Or you could do it the other way. You can start with God and then work towards God's action with humanity. If I'm really honest, I would prefer the latter. I think it's better to start with God and work towards God's action to humanity, but you can do it either way. That's just a matter of my theological taste. So let's start with this section on human nature. The first question says, what are we by nature? The answer is, we are part of God's creation, made in the image of God. Now, the thing to note about this very first question, when it says we are part of God's creation, what does that mean? What does it mean to be a creature? Well, first and foremost, it means that we're not God, right? There is a clear distinction between creator and creature, between what's often called in theology, between God and the world, okay? And so it's good to start with a reminder that I am not God, and that you're not God. And so we're relieved of the responsibility for being God in the world, right? That's good news. And secondly, it says we're made in the image of God. This goes back to Scripture, to the words of the creation story, right? We see that God says, let us create humankind in our image. And so, what does it mean to be created in the image of God? The second question. It means that we are free to make choices, to love, to create, to reason, and to live in harmony with creation and with God. Okay, so this is an explanation of the parts of the image of God. What does this mean? Well, first of all, humanity is created with free will. Now, in a few weeks, maybe next week starting, we'll talk more about how that will goes wrong. But human beings are created with, at the point of creation, we're created with free will and could make choices that aren't bound by a fallen nature. Again, next week. What else do we have other than free will? Well, we create to reason. This goes back to Augustine. Augustine will say that the image of God is memory, reason, and will. Okay, he has an emphasis on the intellectual part of what it means to be the image of God, thinking about God as the absolute being of reason, right? And that's part of what it means to be made in the image of God. But note also that the Catechism talks about love and talks about living in harmony with creation and with God. Again, my favorite way of talking about being made in the image of God is talking about loving relationship. God created humanity to be in loving relationship with God and with other creatures. He made us to be for and with and around others. He made us for a community. And so again, we'll talk next week, part of the fall is alienation from relationship with God, alienation from each other, alienation from the rest of creation. But we're made not to be autonomous individuals sort of going around the world in our little bubbles of isolation and will, right? We're made to love. We're made for community. We're made for relationship, and we're made to be for each other because God is God for us. Again, I'll see you next week for more of the Catechism of the Episcopal Church.